here in the Confederation Capital Territory, the United States of Biafra, because we want our leader, Mazen and the Kano, to be released unconditionally. We want the Nigerian terrorist government to withdraw their terrorist men in uniform from Biafraland. We want the Nigerian government and the world, all the countries in the world, to recognize the United States of Biafra, because he is the only hope for mankind. Nigerian terrorist men in uniform have killed Biafrans enough. Nigerian terrorist men in uniform are killing Biafrans and harvesting their organs to make their money. Nigerian government release Mazen and Kano so that he will go and join his family. Unconditionally and with immediate effect. Biafrans are not happy. Withdraw your terrorist men in uniform from Biafraland.
This is Nkano Abane. This is Nkano Abane. 21 July 2025, 21 July. This is sit at home in Nkano land. This is Abane. Expressway to Abane. That's it at home. Everywhere, you can see it. There is no movement. This is Biafra for life. It's not easy. This is Biafra for life. This is that. You can see it with your eyes.
Täältä Enukussa näyttää maanantai-aamuna, kun pitäisi olla vilkkain viikon alku menossa. Joitakuita ihmisiä on liikkeellä, mutta kaupat ovat suljettuja, koulut ovat suljettuja, pankit ovat suljettuja ja suurin osa ihmisistä täällä noudattaa Suomenlahdesta annettua kehotusta tai määräystä pysyä kotona.
Breaking news. Musa indicted as Nigeria governor exposes army involvement in terrorism and recent massacre. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 28th of July 2025, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. I want this very news to go straight to those that matter, especially those that matter in Finland. This is one of the biggest news in 2025 as long as Nigeria is concerned. I want those that matter most in Finland. I know why I'm saying Finland, because I'm not here to talk about United Nations or to talk about America or Britain, because they can't do anything. They can't do anything. That is the reality. America cannot do anything about this. United Nations cannot do anything about this. Neither should anybody expect Britain to do anything concerning this very development. So the reason why it is imperative that Finland get to understand what is going on is because they are holding Mazi Simon Èkpá, who has been exposing and dealing with all these issues, and never allow this kind of a thing to happen in Biafraland. Musa is the chief of defense staff of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigerian military, or should I say Nigerian armed forces. So, and he is the same man who has been accusing Mazi Simon Èkpá of committing terrorism. And now, a top governor, a sitting governor of Plateau State. I want Finland to get it right. There's a state in North Central called Plateau State. You can see it here. I want you to type it in your own Google that you may get it right. Plateau is a state in Nigeria and it has a governor. So a sitting governor is the one who is telling us that the recent massacre that claimed the lives of 27 indigents, 27 citizens from Plateau State happened very close to the military checkpoint. Of course, you know what that means. So without further ado, let us read the news in details. And according to the headline from Vanguard Nigeria, they said, Plateau massacre happened near military checkpoint. State government alleges. State government cannot allege. Whenever you see Nigerian newspaper using this word, alleges, they are using this word because they do not want to offend those who are paying them. There is something like allege. In Nigeria is structured that the state governor is always the chief security officer of the state that he governs. So when they come out with full chest to tell you that the Plateau massacre, the recent massacre that took place, happened near military checkpoint, you are here saying Plateau government alleges. How dare you use that word alleges? You can say Plateau government confirms, or Plateau governor confirms, or Plateau government stated. You see, than saying allege. How do they allege? Why are they alleging? When they are the chief security, or should I say the governor is the chief security officer of the state. So you must choose your words. You must know anywhere you cannot advise those who have soiled their hands in evil. So please, let us continue reading. Plateau State government has expressed frustration over the failure of the Nigerian military to respond effectively to a deadly attack in Bindi Jebu village, Tahus district of Riyom local government area of the state, where over 20 villagers were unalived on last Tuesday. It was not 20, they were 27. That was the official number given by the Plateau government. 27 citizens, not 20. Now, the attack, which allegedly occurred just 200 meters from a military checkpoint, has sparked public outrage and renewed calls for accountability in security operations across the state. Now today, this thing don't happen today. Even in Biafraland, a Methodist prelate was kidnapped in Umunnochi a couple of years ago in the front of military officers, in the front of the army. A prelate, a Methodist prelate, was kidnapped at the front of the military, not near military checkpoint, no, at the front of the army officers, where they mount checkpoint, at their front, where they are there watching. Fulani terrorists stopped a vehicle en route to Enugu and kidnapped all the passengers, including the driver, and took them to the bush, which the prelate confessed. The video is in the public. And he was threatened by the military for stating the obvious. Mad people everywhere. Now, in an interview on Channels Television's The Morning Brief and on TVC, both done on Friday, the State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Joyce Remnant, led by the government's disappointment at what it alluded to as the military's inability or unwillingness to act, despite their strategic location near the scene of killings. This is not a hidden community. What we would say is inaccessible. The checkpoint is barely 200 meters from where the incident happened. It is baffling that such an atrocity could be carried out without a single arrest or any confrontation, Remnant said. This is from the government, an official statement of the Plateau State government. That is what we are reading, so not an individual, not just an individual saying. No, this is an official statement from the Plateau State government concerning the incident that took the lives of 27 citizens. Unbelievable. Now, the attack allegedly carried out by armed herdsmen and Fulani herdsmen, always call their names in full, now left a trail of devastation as homes were razed, farmlands destroyed, and entire families wiped out. Chai! Alone, man. Alo Kalo Neme, my people. And the so-called government of the zoo, the federal government, has nothing to say about this. No statement, not whatsoever. Nothing. While local resistance reportedly held off one group of attackers, another group infiltrated the area near a church where residents had taken refuge, resulting in the highest number of casualties. And remember one thing, that whenever the government gives you an official number of people that have been unalived, you have to multiply it at least times 3, at least, at bare minimum, times 3 for you to get the actual number. You have to make it 3 times, because out of embarrassment and shame, they will never give you the actual number of the people that were unalived. They will never give you the actual number. Now they continued. Remnap emphasized that the community expected help that never came, saying if you are that close and you engage them closely like that, you should be able to identify the route they used to escape and implement measures to intercept them. But so far, no arrests have been made. Because Musa is on top of the game. The Fulani-controlled army of the zoo is ahead of the game. Therefore, nobody is expecting any form of arrest, because Nigerian army is a terrorist organization. Oh yes, I hit my chest to say that Nigerian Janjaweed army is a terrorist organization. Make no mistake. And those who came for this operation were protected by the official Nigerian army. All the arms and ammunition they used were given to them by the Nigerian army. If not, tell me, where did they get AK-47 from? AK-47 is not what you buy in the market. Where did they get it from? All the ammunitions they are using, where do they get it from? RPGs, where do they say they came from Senegambia, they came from Fatajalon, they came from Mali. Did they cross Nigerian border with those assault rifles, those weapons? Did they cross Nigerian borders with those weapons? This is very simple mathematics. But unfortunately, the world is aware. United Nations are aware. Britain is aware. America is aware. This America is aware of what is happening. They know. Everybody knows that the Zoo Janjaweed Army is a terrorist organization, and they are the ones sponsoring Fulani terrorism to take over Nigeria, because Nigerian army, even the emblem, the logo, is an Islamic emblem. So they know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. It's a game. And don't forget that the Zoo Janjaweed Army is controlled by Fulani politicians, Fulani top politicians, starting from Sultan of Sokoto. So we all know this because it's in the public. Now, the commissioner confirmed that Governor Caleb Mutfwang had called for immediate investigations and demand at least some arrests be made to send a strong message that such impunity will not be tolerated. It has already been tolerated. This is not the first time there's massacre in Plateau State. Why are you people making it sound as if this is the first time? Or because this one now you are beginning to confirm and confess that this one is being carried out by Nigerian army? Is that why you are raging? Is that why you are now running to the social media to speak? We all know this thing long ago. It's just that it's a pity that you people claim to be leaders, but you don't know. Or you know, but you don't want to speak. So we are here to help you because we are speaking. We are not here to generalize or accuse the entire Nigerian army. You must accuse the entire Nigerian army. This is the problem. Because they know the truth, but they don't want to say it. The same way they knew that Muhammadu Buhari died since 2017 and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia, yet they kept mum. They allow the cabals, Fulani cabals in Asorok, to bring somebody from outside the zoo and wore him a mask to pretend like Buhari. And they all knew. That's why the zoo is crumbling in their own eyes today. Because they know the truth, but they refuse to say it. Now they say, we recognize that there are gallant officers, even within Plateau State, doing their best. But clearly, there are some bad eggs whose actions or inactions are costing innocent lives, she noted. Is it my... now, Ikusigo now, what else are you going to do? Those so-called bad eggs are still there. Simply come out and say that the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army is a terrorist organization. Police is a terrorist organization as long as the Zoo Nigeria is concerned. She further revealed that the attackers approached the village from 3 directions. One of the groups was repelled by local resistance. Unfortunately, the group